Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Conal Rosario. The Goa State Election Commission has notified the reservations for women, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in 185 panchayats, but it has not notified the reservations for other backward classes. The SEC says it does not have the data to meet the requirements of the triple test mandated by the Supreme Court in its recent judgment. The Goa Panchayat elections are scheduled for 10th of August. Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Rohan Kaunte is the first minister to express his unhappiness over the Panchayat reservations in Bardez.
The Goa State Election Commission has not notified reservations for OBCs in the Panchayat elections. It has notified the reservations for women, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Women have been given 33% reservation according to constitutional quota. Reservation for SCs and STs is made according to the population in that Panchayat. Government says raw data on OBC population has been submitted to SEC. Government departments will give the collated data to the SEC in the next 8 to 10 days. No fixed ward numbers are reserved for the above communities in village panchayats. In 11-member panchayats, 4 wards are reserved. 3 wards each were reserved in 9-member panchayats and 7-member panchayats. 2 wards are reserved in 5-member panchayats. Bureau report for Herald TV.
Farmers from Belpur village continue to object to the 27 crore pump house project by the Water Resource Department. On 26th May, the collector, Mamlatdar and the Sarpanch had warned the engineers to extract the mud that was dumped into the river and had given them 8 days to do so. Since the mud continues to remain in the river, locals now fear that the increase in the water level could lead to flooding of the village.
Farmers from Belpar village continue to object to the 27 crore pump house project by the Water Resource Department. The authorities had warned the engineers to extract the mud thrown into the river on May 26th. The authorities had given the engineers 8 days to extract the mud, which is yet to be removed. The locals now fear that the increase in water level could lead to floods in the village.
27 कोटीचो प्रोजेक्ट आता 6 महिन्यापासून चालता याच्याबद्दल आम्ही खूप आवाज उठवताले आणि दुसरी गोष्ट पाण्या खातीर उठयले. आता दुसरी गोष्ट म्हटल्यार पावसात ह्या प्रोजेक्टापासून होय आम्ही जे रहिवासी आहो आता आम्ही जी 5 घरां आहा त्या खातीर 30-35 लोक आहा तांकां आता धोक्याची एक सूचना म्हणजे त्यांच्यानी जी माती उसपान भितर घातलेली न्हंय आहा ती त्या कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरान काडूंक ना. इंजिनियरांक सांगले पूण तरी काडूंक ना. दुसरी गोष्ट तांकां आमचे आमदार 2 महिन्या पयलीं एक अधिकाऱ्यांची बैठक घेवन तांकां सांगलेलें की ती माती काडा म्हणून ती काडूंक ना. दुसरी गोष्ट कलेक्टर मामलेदार आमचे सरपंच येवन गेल्या 26 मेक तांकां परत एकदा वॉर्निंग दिली की माती काडा आपूण 8 दिसांनी येवन पळयतलो म्हणून. पूण कलेक्टरय येवंक ना आनी परत पळोवंकय ना. कलेक्टर गेल्या उपरांत माती तेंच्यांनी बद्द सगळी न्हंय धुकलून परत जे ते ब्लॉक आहोत जे पाणी अडवपाचे फळयो काडटात ते 15 तारखेक मेचे काडटाले आनी क्लीन करतात ते तशेंच आहात काडूंक ना. आनी आतां सद्या पाणयाचो प्रवाह वाडलेलो आहा आनी ते काडपाक तरी शक्य ना. जशी माती दिसता सारकी ब्लॉकांनी ज्या त्या बंधाऱ्याच्या आहा ती जशाक तशी आहा आनी म्हाका दिसता 200 ते 300 ट्रक तेंच्यांनी ती माती भितर घातलेली आहा आनी आतां तेंच्यांनी न्हंयची एक धडा बांदून म्हणजे वाडयली तेंच्यांनी धडा अर्दी कमीत कमी 2 ते 3 मीटर पाणयात तेंच्यांनी धडा बांदून ती माती थंय घोळोवन दवरलेली आहा. आनी आतां इतकी धोक्याची गोष्ट आहा की हे फाल्यां माती आनी हेचो जे ब्लॉक जाल्ले आहा ते पूर इले आमच्या सगळ्यांच्या घरांनी केव्हा पाणी भरान आनी केव्हा आमी बुडान हे सांगूंक शकना. तर त्याची दखल सरकारान घेवपाची, आमदारान घेवपाची, कलेक्टरान घेवपाची आनी हे येवन पळोवपाचें, सरपंचाने पळोवपाचें. कित्याक हें आहा तो सद्याचो धोको आहा. आमच्या लोकांक केन्ना आमची घरां वयतीत बुडान हे काय सांगूंक शकना. तेन्ना आमची येवन तेंच्यांनी पळोवपाची आनी चवकशी करपाची. जर फाल्यां कितें आपत्ती घडली जाल्यार आमी हेचो दावो फक्त इंजिनियरांनी जो काय प्रकल्प उबो तेंच्यार करताले.
Ashmita Polchi for Herald TV.
The funeral of Archbishop Emeritus Raul Nicolau Gonsalves will be held on 4th of July at 4 p.m. at the Ser Cathedral Old Goa Church, which was the seat of the archbishops of old. Archbishop Raul had been for long years a zealous and courageous pastor to the church in Goa and Daman. He also made a very significant contribution to the life and the mission of the church in India.
Archbishop Gonsalves was called to serve the church in Goa as a bishop at a time when it was still facing the effects of Goa's integration into the Indian Union. He was a man of tremendous endurance, fortitude, humility, loyalty to the church, devotion to duty, and ability to absorb calmly and serenely various types of shocks and difficult situations. Cardinal Philip Neri Ferrand stated,
This morning, we priests, religious and faithful, as well as others, received with great sorrow and grief the sad news of the passing away of our former Archbishop Emeritus, Most Reverend Raul Gonsalves, who passed away this morning at JMJ Hospital in Purvori. He has brought about renovation in the liturgical field, brought renovations, new things in the catechetics, how to bring about the faith formation of the people of Goa. He has empowered the various centers like liturgical center, catechetical center, then Caritas Goa, another institution that takes care of social activities and social apostolate in Goa. He has created also an executive council for social justice and peace.
My dear brothers and sisters, I am indeed saddened with the death of my revered predecessor, Most Reverend Raul Nicolau Gonsalves, who was called by the Lord to his heavenly abode this morning. Archbishop Raul had been a zealous and a courageous pastor to the church in Goa and Daman for long years, and he had also made a very significant contribution to the life and the mission of the church in India. The entire church in Goa and Daman joins me in thanking the Heavenly Father for gifting Archbishop Raul to us and in praying for his eternal repose in the arms of our risen Lord, whom he served so faithfully and generously.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
The Eknath Shinde group of MLAs who were camping in Goa have finally left Goa for Mumbai. The election of the Maharashtra Speaker is scheduled for Sunday, while the vote of confidence in the Shinde government will be held on Monday in Mumbai. On Saturday, as early as 4 a.m., Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, who had left for Mumbai from Goa on Friday, arrived back in Goa, and he met his rebel group MLAs at the Goa resort and left Goa on Saturday evening.
Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde arrived back in Goa at around 4 a.m. Saturday. He is meeting his rebel group MLAs who are camping in a resort in the state. Shinde and his group is scheduled to leave for Mumbai on Saturday. The Shinde Sena group pledged their allegiance to Shiv Sena and said there was no claim on the Shiv Sena symbol, and they have the 2/3 majority and the chief whip is with them. Spokesman Deepak Kesarkar refused to comment on the case before the Supreme Court.
मुंबई जा रहे हैं, ये आप बस देख रहे हैं जो कि गोवा के ताज कन्वेंशन सेंटर से निकल रही है और 3 बसें तैयार की गई हैं।
शिंदे साहेब आज लास्ट दिवस 11 दिवसानंतर आमदार महाराष्ट्रात परत आहेत, काय सांगाल?
बोलतायत ना मागे वाजवत दिलं सर उनको बता दीजिए वाजवत दिले ए आणि मोबाईल माग केला शिंदे साहेब भाई मला कळवतो संध्याकाळी भाई शिंदे साहेब शिंदे साहेब शिंदे साहेब शिंदे सर अरे बोल रहे हो प्लीज छोड़ दो अरे वो बोल रहे हैं छोड़ दो अरे भूख तो यार अरे कौन सर एक मला
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
PWD Minister Nilesh Cabral has said that Revenue Minister Antancio Montserrat is right in asking for a vigilance inquiry on potholed roads. He said he has already begun inquiry into potholes before Montserrat highlighted the issue. He added that public money will not be wasted and contractors will be directed to redo the work on all potholed roads. Cabral also talked of an app for potholes. Listen in.
Revenue Minister Babush Montserrat is right in asking vigilance inquiry on potholed roads, says PWD Minister Nilesh Cabral. He added that public money will not be wasted and contractors will be directed to redo the work. Cabral also talked of an app for potholes for his junior engineers to notify the contractors.
इन्क्वायरी केले सांगली पहिले हांवें चालू केल्ली म्हाका कळलेलें ते रोड पिड्यार जातालो जे करपाक जाय तें करतलो आनी जे एक्शन घेवपाचें घेतलेले बाबुशान न्हू सांगलें एक्चुली खंय रस्ते गोंयान जे कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरा कारणान हो आनी कोणाच्या कारणान ह्यो गोश्टी जाता तेजेर एक्शन जाता गेटींग पेड इज वन पार्ट ऑफ इट नॉट गेटींग पेड इज वन पार्ट ऑफ इट सी वॉट हॅज हॅपन्ड we had done especially Daji's work. The initiated kelle. So the road was very bad, and it had started raining. It was almost raining also. Somehow I think many reasons are there which we will find out. But whether to pay the contractor or not to pay the contractor is yet to be seen, because if you see the road, we had done only one layer. The second layer could not be done because it started raining. So you can't blame the contractor entirely, but I also cannot say that the contractor should not be blamed. We will find a solution, and he will not be paid. That is what I have also said. Work will be redone by the contractor again after the rains. But in the meantime, people are inconvenienced, and there is a statement made by MLAs for being sorry. I don't know whether I should be sorry, but if say so, then I should be. Not because of my fault, because of the fault of the contractors. And we'll streamline the department, and I'm just 2.5 months old in this department. It will take me some time, but I know my capability and I will do it. The machine is on its way, so let's try it out. It's a new technology. We're trying it out, but not buying a machine. It's a first time technology we are going to use in Goa for Goan roads. So I don't know if it will stay, but I have to try and see. So it's better than, and it's going to be in such a way that once we are launching an app, it will be from a monitor on the app. So initially it is not for public. Initially it will be for my JEs to detect the potholes on the road, remove photographs. This photograph will be connected onto the app to the vendor who is going to have the jet pressure machine. He will go there, he will remove the photograph of that photograph will coincide with the photograph removed by the KE or the AE. Then he will dig and show the measurements, and then he will reinstall and make it proper.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Tourism Minister Rohan Kaunte clarified that Goa is not in the business of hosting EDM festivals on its own. He said that when organizers of such programs plan a music festival, Goan talent needs to be included so that they are given a chance to showcase their talent on different platforms. He added that Goa needs a clear plan to boost tourism in the right way.
Tourism Minister Rohan Kaunte clarified that Goa is not in the business of hosting an EDM festival on its own. The government intends to host an EDM festival in December, says Kaunte. When such programs are planned by organizers, Goan talent needs to be showcased, Kaunte added.
Government is not in the business of doing festivals on their own. जसे इल्ले पत्रांनी घेतिल्ले आसा, पत्रकारांनी घेतिल्ले आसा. गव्हर्मेंटाचे इंटेंट एकूच आशिल्ले आनी आसा that we need a music festival in December, which need not be only 3 days. It can be 4 days or 5 days also. पण जेन्ना जग EDM फेस्टिवला खातीर जेन्ना येता, त्या फेस्टिवलाच्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमच्या लोकल टॅलंटाक सुद्दां एक्सपोजर मेळपाक जाय. जो मनीस इव्हेंट करूंक सोदता, whoever is wanting to do a event should have to think inclusively for our people who are gone. ते DJ आसूं, ती bands आसूं, नाल्यार आर्टिस्ट आसूं, जशे बोंडो आसा, जशे तुजे आमचे सोनिया सिरसाट आसा, नाल्यार हेमाबाई जावं. वी हॅव सो मच ऑफ टॅलंट वीच ऑल्सो वी नीड टू शो टू द वर्ल्ड. सो त्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमकां वेन वी आर गेटिंग अ EDM टू गोवा, for which a certain section of the youth and certain section of the people come down specially for EDMs, it is also important for us to showcase our talent. त्या खातीर कोणूय जो कोण येवंक सोदता, he will have to start thinking in these lines की येता आसतना आमी EDM करता जाल्यार आमी गोंयच्या लोकांक आमी कशें पावोवंक शकता. सो इट हॅज टू बी म्युच्युअल. एक वाटेन EDM येता, तो लोक येता, त्या लोकांक आमचे म्युजीक आनी हें कळटा. Is to be a thing. We will have more Goan music festivals, rest of the things, but very importantly is this becomes a showcasing event for the world, and that's a scope where we look at Goan talent in different forms to be given a platform. And that is why we say a Goan festival, we call it a Goan festival, which we have our talent, we need to fuse in with these thoughts.
Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
Keeping up the tradition, Rushall seminarians with Rector Rushall Seminary Father Alexio Menezes carried out the annual custom of cultivating the seminary field. With the commencement of the academic year, seminarians, parishioners and people from the neighboring villages participate in cultivating paddy.
The priests and seminarians at Rushall Seminary cultivated paddy in the seminary fields. Rushall parishioners and people from neighboring villages participated in cultivating the field. This community exercise aims to care for the environment and to showcase their love for the environment. The seminarians are taught how to care for the environment and to showcase their love for the environment. With the current cases of land grabbing in Goa, Father Menezes encouraged the people of Goa to protect the ancestral land for future generations.
I, Father Alex Menezes, Rector of the Rushall Seminary. आयज आमी आमच्या academic yearaची उक्तावणी केल्या आनी ह्याच दिसा आमी वर्साच्या वर्साक आमचे शेत रोंपता आनी आमी शेत रोंपता कित्याक आमकां पुर्वजांनी ही शेतां दिल्लीं आसात आनी आदी आमी ही शेतां भाड्याच्या मानायांक आनी बायलांक आपोवन रोंपताले. पूण आतां कांय वर्सां फाटीं सावन आमी पाद्री आनी सिग्नारीज रोयतात आनी त्याच बरोबर आमकां दुसऱ्या आमचे भाव भयणां जावं बोर्दा जावं आघाडी जावं हावसिंग बोर्ड राया राशोल नुबे आनी मुंडू बरें दिसता सांगपाक ROC टावन तोरणाटी आयल्यात आमच्या सांगाता वावरून आमी हें काम करता एकूच कारणाक लागून आनी तें म्हणल्यार पर्यावरणाचो आमी मोग करूं आनी पर्यावरणाचो मोग करून पाद्री आनी सिग्नारीज गोवायकी दिवं कित्याक आमकां गरज आसा. आयज आमच्या गोंयांत जायती उदरगत जाता आनी आमची शेतां बाटां आसात ती काबार जातात आमचे लागीं आसात ते आमी सांबाळटा आनी फुडले पिळगेक आमी तें दवरूंक सोदता. हीच आमची इच्छा. आमच्या दुसऱ्या भावा भयणांनी आपल्या लागीं आसात तीं शेतां सांबाळूंक आनी रोवंक.
म्हजें नांव मेलिस्टन फेर्नांडीस. हांव गांवांत नावेलीचो. 3 वर्सां भोवले 3 वर्सां हांव सेमिनारींत आसा आनी 3 वर्सां शेतांत हांव काम करतां. शेतांत 4 ते 5 पासून आमी काम करतात. दर दिसा सेमिनारींत तशेंच पावस येवं वत आसूं सेमिनारींत शेतांत आमी काम करतात आनी हे शेतांत आमकां काम करून खूब उमेद भोगता. आमच्या दुसऱ्या भावां सांगाता आमी हांगा काम करतना जायते खोशेन आनी उमेदीन आमी वावुरतात आनी तशेंच हे लोकां सांगाता हें शेत रोवंक आनी आमची गोंयची परंपरा सदांच जागृत आनी सदांच दवरूंक आमकां खूब खुशालकाय भोगता.
Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
After just one reduction in the VAT on fuel, the government has not made any further moves to reduce the burden of the common people. The prices of essential commodities and fruits and vegetables continue to spiral, with fuel prices stuck at Rs 97.90. People demanded that the VAT prices be reduced further so that the common man can get relief from the spiraling inflation.
The prices of fuel are stuck at Rs 97.70. Except for one VAT reduction on fuel, the government has not made any further move to reduce the burden on common man. Reduction in VAT can reduce the prices of all essential commodities.
तुवें आतां कितल्याची डिझेल घातला? सॉरी 20 लिटर्स. म्हारग पडोंक ना तुका तें? ओके, सो तुका कितें दिसता सरकारान हाचेर कितें करचें अशें?
सरकारान अशें VAT लेस करूंक जाय, देन ऑटोमॅटिकली एवरीथिंग विल बी नॉर्मल.
ओके, सो आनी तुका कितें म्हारग अशें दिसता जे वाडयला सरकारान?
ऑल ग्रॉसरी एंड एवरीथिंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आमचें कितें लागता तें डे टू डे लायफ.
Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
The Kurti-Kandepar road is in bad condition and riddled with potholes. Large parts of the tar have been washed away. With vehicles trying to negotiate the potholes, there is a danger of accidents as vehicles move from side to side to avoid potholes. Let's watch.
The Kurti-Kandepar road is in bad condition and riddled with potholes. Large parts of the tar have been washed away. With the vehicles trying to negotiate the potholes, there is danger of accident. Pedestrians too are in danger as the vehicles swerve from side to side. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Donwade veterans defeated Benauli veterans 2-0 and moved into the semi-final of Our Lady of Fatima Sports Club Veterans Cup 2022 that was organized by Our Lady of Fatima Sports Club by the Chinchini at Our Lady of Hope Church Ground, Chinchini on Friday. Bibian Fernandez of Donwade veterans was declared the man of the match.
In the first half, Bibian Fernandez along with Robert Fernandez tried to take the lead for Donwade veterans, but the Benalim veterans' defense stood firm to protect their goal. In the second half, Bipian Fernandes took the lead for Davante veterans. Alexander Fernandes made it 2-0 through a spot kick for Davante veterans. With this, Davante veterans moved into the semi-final of Our Lady of Fatima Sports Club's Veterans Cup 2022. They defeated Benalim veterans 2-0 at the Our Lady of Hope Church ground, Shinshini. Man of the match was awarded to Bipian Fernandes of Davante veterans. Inastia Narona for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.